And now we're going into a game that I agree with Dustin is very important for these two teams to be like who is going to be our top 5 in 2026. Because both these rosters were under a magnifying glass in terms, or microscope, in terms of who was going to make a change coming into this year. Neither of them did. I think there's some parallel in that regard. And I think this is a great chance to duke it out early. And that duking will go down here on Banana. We talked about it on the analyst desk. MongolZ dead first. Now, all of a sudden, 3 kills come with it. So, it's a bit of a fast bloodbath, and it's instantly into a B bomb site. NAVI, unfortunately, absolutely owned here in the first pistol. Mouz gonna take that momentum of their map pick off of the very first round. Bit, however, gonna try to make something look possible. Not the case, however, still 3 survivors out of Mouz.
And there comes down a second smoke, but you still have Mouz patient. But wisely, NAVI realize that this is being called out. Start to move over.
Utility up and over the top. MongolZ is going to lose his line, frag to pop it open, and another volley here for the Mouz attack. MongolZ tries to find his timing, will connect to the headshot. Oh, Imez Desert Eagle, wonderful, finds one as well. Xerxin and Torzi bring it back though, and it falls on this Alexi backside. Holds, he gets it. The last bullet nails it, and we go 1v1 round 2.
Oh, scary for Torzi. He'll get the bomb down, but Bit's already crossed right.
MP9 at this range though, trying to close that gap versus the Galil of Torzi, which is almost empty. Check out that HUD. Now he's gonna have to go for the reload. That opens the door for Bit to cover this distance. Torzi, he loses out to Bit, and the force buy comes through. How many of those pistol kills were with the last bullet those players got to shoot?
When the Deagle got that frag, I thought it was definitely done.
And I like how the desk kind of painted the picture of like, this is 2 systems that we can throw up against one another. There's no superstar in the server per se. We've got coaches that are going to have their impact as these game plans have to be fine-tuned. And so timing over into the pit, it's a full-in rush. Wonderful's going to find himself a triple kill off the A4. And while USP's in hand, it's a good distraction to allow that smoke push, which almost costs Alexi, but he'll survive it. NAVI do convert with 2 players still up.
And it is a total fake.
Heavy emphasis on the brackets control, though, between Navi's players and the way Spinks and Jimmy are taking a look at Valk right now, the way they got out 1 round ago. Oh, Bit gets cleared off top of the porch. Not 1 frag comes out from NAVI despite having 3 players here.
Gotta say, I mean, so if you think it's gonna be a Halls play, you wanna have a double pit setup, ideally. I mean, that's always great. But even if you've got that lane setup, with the op in place, ready to take the first shot on mid, it's already cooked. There's just no way.
Wonder if a part of that as well is just them doing it in the last round on just the Glocks too, right? Same thing, 2 players jumping out Valk into the play. And this year in 2026, this will be the best Cluj event you've ever seen. A clash down on Banana because MongolZ and Xerxin are going to go toe-to-toe the entire time. All day long, both sides. We saw it yesterday from Xerxin as well. In that Inferno game, Mouz were able to win. He was involved with 6 of the 12 opening duels on the CT side of Banana. Successful in 4, failed in 2. Early days, both MongolZ and Xerxin dead. And I think you can expect to see more and more of this as this T side gets going.
And that'll be fun. I mean, they're both 2 and 4. It's going to be good to watch.
And it's one thing to just kind of do your job enough for the rest of the team to succeed. It's another to kind of leave your name on the game when you're going to be expected to die so early.
That's a massive find.
We go 4 versus 3 off of the Emet Archhold. Wonderful picks 1 off of Banana as well. Torzi trying to take that look into the B bomb site, but he meets his counterpart and he meets his demise. Now Jimmy and Broland, the 2v4. 30 seconds. And honestly, within this bomb site, a 2v2 by definition. No rotation over just yet. NAVI's starting to consider their spawn, but Jimmy's going to crack open this bomb site. And we've got Bit just looking to keep his head down. 15 seconds means it's added pressure, and Bit will get traded. A Brolin clutch, 6 and 3 already, 2 kills to go. And they're both going to come at this from middle. Wonderful's off behind Alexi B, wounded down to half health. And does Brolin want to get off site? Yes, of course. Wants to get it over towards the pit with the Moto smoke up already. And he's found that timing to get into the cover, but NAVI are also moving pretty quickly, although quietly. He sees both, and Brolin back into the cover. Wonderful's gonna find it. Despite the health disadvantage he starts with, he still just gets this over the line. clutch was that
It's an
close.
international lineup, so it can speak a lot of languages.
Frag grenade here on Zershin and Brolin. Yeah, MongolZ is going to be able to clean up the first one. Flash, though, finds MongolZ. He'll get executed because of the fire covering Brolin. He has no trade potential, and we get the exact same instance as the 1 round prior. Both MongolZ and Zershin dead out of the gate, although MongolZ gets his this time.
And then that flash landed right in his mouth. I mean, that was about as good as it gets.
Pop, pop. Ooh,
Oh, but Jimmy.
Lurky angle coming out through the balcony, and Bit gets blasted for it. Jimmy with the back-to-back headshots, but the bomb is still on Banana. And Jimmy's not operating alone here. Player right behind him. We start to see Torzy move that bomb over, and away go NAVI. The smoke on Moto means they're going to try to transition into the save. Forfeiture of the A site forced by the hands of the vet.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, that's that little stutter step out of the balcony. Wonderful. It's like, oh man, I just picked the, slightly wrong timing on
No
how to
safe
approach
guaranteed
this.
either here, huh?
They're looking for him, but okay, yeah. Period. They're looking for him.
There's no guarantee, but it is still earned. An AK-47 for it. Mouz able to break through, so we go 4 rounds without consecutive victories for either team. A wise man once said, the best time to kick somebody is when they're already on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, timing on the peak here for Wonderful. Does that without an op. And, thought he was going to get around the corner, but Spinks is quick, and Zershin bests MongolZ. Trying to get through that smoke. Zershin has his vision. Looked like the flash came around to the close wall, but obviously blocked by Zershin's angle. So MongolZ is just kind of a sitting duck.
I guess we call it a stack or save because this is just so common.
Yep.
There is no read here. They're just
Fast to it. Brolin with a headshot. Bit given a chance still. Oh, careful! Inside of the flames, Jimmy's going to best him. That 15 health from Alexius. He was able to hide on Banana, but now they are right here, and he gets the free one! But Zershin's ready to finish what he started. He will end it with his 6th kill. Bit versus Spinks in the apartments point blank. And Bit's brought back up. This A setup is like kind of slowly gotten further and further forward. He jumps the gun on it, and Bit can't get the kill. And within that brackets control now going to be tested. You've got Emat trying his damnedest to still hang on to the arch side. Bomb confirmed, but it doesn't wrap around. It just stalls. They'll smoke off the arch itself.
Yeah, they want to constrict space now because they actually know exactly who's here and where. And they just want to slow down the rotations. It also is a problem for NAVI that they aren't coming in through mid.
Wonderful into the pit, waits for his chance, just missed it. Oh, and as he goes back in now, Torzy on the angle. We still have Bit trying to strike from up top, but no sir. Torzy with another off kill, and Spinks is in this to end it. It is a flawless 6-round streak out of Mouz. Ooh. Smoke still goes down, but they're going to just charge right through it, jumping over to the pit. Zershin getting flashed in, tries to dive with Berettas, and it's Emat with the vision to stop it. So Navi belong inside of this B bomb site. Brolin trying to get the Hail Mary spam through, not going to happen. And we've got a CT setup with low health Torzy, no kit, nothing.
It's over. That's kind of wild. 1 kill, no attempt at the retake. They know this one's done. They're going to hold on to these scraps.
2 sets of Kevlar for Torzy and Jimmy, a frag grenade for Spinks. Ooh.
Yeah.
And Brolin is going to find himself nothing. So excellent pistol round out of Navi. You deterred Torzy from going for any kind of further mid play. Smoke for smoke on the arch. That's going to have Navi pausing for a second. No, never mind. They'll actually pop it open with a frag grenade and just try to test this A site. Famas inside of a little bit, hits a dink. That's good damage for an MP9 that's ready for this scaling up along the wall. Trying to push through. Jimmy's dead, but oh, that flash. And now within it, Torzy just trying to find damage, and that damage valuable because Spinks and Zershin make kills happen off of it. Zershin's going to go swinging wide and finds the multi-frag, melting them in that bomb site. Spinks just straight up steps into MongolZ and melts him. 4 and 14. MongolZ not having a good day. And now Ema is able to find something to pull on as far as the A setup goes. 4v2 within this bomb site, and now all of a sudden your Arch player falls for free. Jimmy, under pressure, is still able to shave one off, but Wonderful's got the clear despite the disadvantage of the Galil, so good on Ema getting that kill out from Boiler. They needed a response, but does the bomb plant still mean Navi win this round? Because Spinks takes that early look. They're concerned about the Arch side, but now it is Brolin to be able to slot in.
But a resmoke on Moto is just going to kill so much of the clock here.
Still time, though, and still utility. Brolin's Incendiary could flush somebody out of pit to maybe give Spinks the duel he wants. He's going to go for
slow.
Backside instead, and then Bit, feeling that squeeze, decides to make it happen. Majority survive here for Navi in a 4 versus 5. They will step out through the Boiler thanks to Ema. Man. Tough day in the office.
45 and stuff.
Ooh, but still, Bit is able to find one over on the A site. So maybe if Banana continues to go Mouz's way, if MongolZ's struggles continue, there is another option. And it's one that Navi are looking to tap back into. No huge movement out of Mouz off of that. Jimmy's going to start to make the apartments push. Double inside of the apps, though, for the attackers is going to net Navi another advantage.
It's kind of crazy to see him alone. I feel like with the push solo, Mouz are instantly worried about it being an A play because they feel like they've given up so much information, a lot of space. But Navi are actually just waiting for them to leave. This is a really great read from Navi.
Flashes on the cross to make it sure, and yeah, find certainty inside of the B site. Nothing here to stop you. We've got Navi looking to make a game of it on this T side. What kind of a save is guaranteed here? Bit onto the chase, maybe not anticipating 2, so he's offered up, and that'll be Mouz running for the hills as bomb planted B site means Navi find a 7th.
I mean, him not dying is actually an unironically good first step because going down to 45 HP on grenades as a Banana defaulter is not a failure. Dying is, for sure. But it just wasn't really necessary. And then they came back to Banana control after that, so.
After all that utility, we're going to get an early reposition here from Brolin. 4 players A-site lean out of Mouz, and at the moment, it looks like Navi are indeed coming this way.
They're finding the right place to squeeze, though. They're actually coming in more heavily from Arch with the op behind him.
Brolin goes
getting
far
into Hunter
forward
right now, and
Spinks is going to do the same, takes a step into the Boiler side, and Wonderful's got Brolin done for, but now here comes this commitment because numbers are thinking it's strong for Navi, and still they will follow through with the 2 kills already. We get this Torzi op repositioned in the bomb site. He'll be low health, as is Spinks. 19 health between the 2, so 5 kills, but the 4th. Still able to make that difference. And Spinks does a good job of keeping himself into the cover. Wonderful's going to catch the kill. Zershin comes out from Library, and the pit cross out of MongolZ delayed. As Zershin looks for that, it's a peek from the right side. Navi continue to squeeze this A site.
But they know for a fact the confirmed damage is on the A site. And so the calculation might be simple as that. These could be easier trades. But if you've got it 2-3, you're going A anyway, so.
Worried about balcony. Spinks.
He's got to be the hero, man.
Up close.
Health.
You've got Bit down low. You've got a bunch of players grouping up, and he will find Alexi in the middle of the pack. Then Jimmy's able to kill Ema. Oh, a second. Oh! Spinks is right there to stop it.
He didn't lose a single point of health on that hold. Just headshots. 21 and 12 is Spinks off that round.
Rock solid defense out of Spinks yet again. I said across the board, Mouz looks solid, but Spinks is above and beyond. Comes through with a critical multi-kill. In a map and a conversation where we said you just kind of, oh, hold on, Bit. Oh, after time.
After time.
Punishing situation here for Navi. The comeback feeling real with 4 rounds in a row, but Spinks puts the emergency brakes on this hit.
Bit just loves dying after time at the end of games.
Fine by them. More frag grenades come through. Missed chance for any more damage. Damage and death if those nades find either MongolZ or Alexi B.
This is a big decision.
It's going to be smoke on a CT, but another one dropped by Xerxin. A chance to interrupt Navi's attempt yet again. Deep CT smoke to block off any boost, but that's not the case. It's not a third player to occupy. Xerxin sees them go by. MongolZ's team kill in the middle of that puts Brolin in a prime spot, but Bits wallbang in through Coffin is the only thing that keeps Navi in this game. It is a 1v4 demanded of Bit. He gets the first kill, gives himself the post plant. Oh, and he finds Jimmy on the side of that smoke. You've got this Banana player already encroaching. Spinks ready to close this. Coffin challenge next. Bit's reposition. This is huge. Able to get into the new box, but that AK-47, not the most amount of bullets. Torzy starting to get it ever closer, crosses over, lands the off shot, and Mouz are here to end this. Inferno is pushed over the line. Rock solid hold inside of Pit from Spinks, cues up the close. I think they'll both be trying to buck that trend here on Mirage. Right now we get a good amount of mid control for Navi, going through the motions with a good amount of utility as well, right? Smokes and flashes were there as needed, although nobody home, so not really needed in the end. Spinks is going to collect with a headshot. Man advantage out of Mouz for the CT side. And a bit of a scramble here for Navi because they get stuck up in the stairs, but Alexi comes through with the headshot. Spinks goes down and Torzy goes big with that double. Trying to keep it back and forth. Navi looking for the challenge into ticket, but Jimmy's already slipped on top of the garbage can. Ooh, they fake plant. They charge him down, and they clear it. So well done here by Navi, because now all routes are open, but if you think you're getting to B, Xerxin is ahead of it. He'll have to shoot through the vent. This is going to get awkward. He pops it. MongolZ finds the headshot as Emad just goes jumping over, and it's Navi to win pistol despite the 4v5.
Let's see if they can pull it off again, because I think it's actually more interesting to keep the trend continuing, Connor.
Okay, I like that. Whether or not it's the cleanest Counter-Strike or the most entertaining. MP9 here in Connector gets absolutely blasted, but Xerxin still able to... Jumping MP9 headshot for the third. Two players go down, but Xerxin makes up for it in spades.
He got the trade from underpass. But you see around like that, it's like there's actually not much more they could have done against him. Torzy with the $100 off kill here on round 3.
Leans back. And he's going to have that Tech 9 to challenge
wait, hold
him.
on. Torzy just died his op.
Yep. Emad peeks down
give
into
up
it.
ops on rounds like this.
Oh, he just did. And Jimmy, MP7 in hand, tucked into the corner. If the jungle retake really starts going well, then exactly this. Emad's going to get drawn back towards the bomb site itself, but as he does so, he's going to collect 2 more.
Watch him.
Onto the 3K already. You'd think maybe Jimmy's able to strike while that... Okay! Bits Desert Eagle comes through. You shove that 90% where the sun doesn't shine. This is a big push from Emad in with the triple. Makes the most of that picked up op and says a thank you, Torzy.
It does not get worse than that.
Force buys keep on coming, and they're set up here in underpass. Ooh, Emad actually getting the player in the background, but that was the AK drop for a moment. Torzy gonna come back in, and what do you know? 4v3 here for Mouz. Take the gloves off, Mo. We are bare knuckle fighting here on Mirage for the start.
Oh, but there's that Torzy op.
Yeah. Spinks feels the wrath of it.
And Torzy's locked in underpass, and even though he could leave through the back, they know he's worried about it. So while they have him contained, it's possible they try to make a move. He's bravely staying here and just watching his flank on both sides. Looks like he'll finally try to exit through middle, and wonderful, will he miss this timing? Oh, going up cat.
There's 3 of them. Somebody sure. Nobody. Torzy! On for the ace, and he's almost there. 24! The headshots from Torzy for 5.
And that is the shortest nightmare that Mouz have experienced. They know how to really snowball a CT setup into like denying all trades. This is the wrong time to go A. A little low on HP, so many guys here. Big gets the first one though.
It's a much needed entry with so many players on site. Now a missed opportunity for Torzy to strike one down, but they could forget about Brolin if he wasn't making all this sound. trying to jump up over the corner, and he just offers up a freebie. Still now 3 players damaged on the NAVI squad.
That's a perfect example of like you could have enough players.
Yep.
A setup with like a well-intentioned setup. You didn't just rotate in there, and yet just get totally mowed down.
No, I mean, that's early damage on 2 players before the commitment.
Yeah.
That's 4 players within the bomb site
4
ready
players,
to go.
yeah.
Smoke grenade for Brolin to work behind, but a couple of clean entries out of Navi. Nice headshot bit. And a couple of
shot from Torzy.
Small details, right? Torzy, dangerous game floating out bottom middle like that, but he'll get back before there's any real Navi threat nearby. Bit again with an opening kill. Torzy goes down. Oh, Xerxin, nicely done. Kills a player bottom middle and then still holds back for the cat play. It's Alexi to get the rebound going in through connector and a real chance at the split, but Spinks, unbeknownst to MongolZ, down beneath the palace. And Spinks trying to get into default now. Oh, but Alexi's got another. Insta headshot comes out from the Galil. Xerxin 2 kills in. They're still thinking he could be towards the window. He slides out and strikes to perfection. Triple kill secured. And Wonderful on the chase. Soon has to worry about Jimmy through connector. Smoke fades, bombs in front of Jimmy's angle, and it is an easy cleanup between the two. Multi-frag for Xerxin. With Mouz's struggles on the T side of Dust 2 and the map pool, we thought if Navi are able to push it, we thought at the very least Navi's ability to get to a third map would be birthed off the success of yesterday, but now they just continue to get chewed up on these approaches. Bit will give us something to think about with that headshot back, bomb crossing over to the triple stack. And Alexi doesn't need ticket control, as they will take a glance towards jungle instead. Off of Wonderful's stairs angle, Xerxin's gonna put out the fire, hits the headshot on Alexi, who still survives, but then we get this Jimmy challenge out around the side of the smoke, and unfortunately here for Navi, they've lost the wind in their sails as the bomb gets dropped on Alexi's corpse. Bit comes back with another headshot, sub 20 HP for that one. And now Torzy to a clutch.
Got a spot actually to push out, and Bit isn't totally aware of this.
Ooh, he wants the cover, and he'll get into it. He's going to confirm both positions, but he needs to nail these shots. Bit goes wide, Bit goes down.
They can't isolate him.
Torzy trying to go big. Will reposition here at 20 seconds, giving a little space over to Ime.
I mean, this bomb, it will have to be picked up and planted in the back of triple. It just makes sense. Ime's not going to have many other options. Hoping to fake to draw this out. This favors Torzy. He's peeled all the way back.
Happy to sit on the angle.
One more
second fake. Oh, and it
shot.
works wonderfully. Ime goes for a second one, bullet whizzes by, and Navi gonna push the limits here as we go 4 rounds back and forth between the teams.
Oops. Murphy just assumed that Torzy would miss.
Looking to take this towards B. We haven't seen any action on this half of the map, and now Spinks is gonna have his hands full. Oh, clean shooting out of Spinks. Both of those headshots, and Navi's attempted momentum towards this B site hits a brick wall by the name of Spinks. He dismantled the boost, and Xerxin still doesn't know about it. They check the other side, and they just know that he's probably around here, right? They're looking for that thread to pull on. The one kill that unravels the setup and gives an opening over to Navi.
Timing. Oh, Bits.
That's the perfect camera angle for that. Just drops out of frame. Gives Xerxin that high alert that they were so cautious about giving him, and now Alexi 11 HP gets one,
Totally
but that's all that'll happen. We go 5 rounds back and forth.
It's not impressive when you frame it like that.
Yeah, I don't mean to throw them under the bus. It's just where we're at. Now we're going to get the 2 CTs pushing to the top of middle. Ime thinking he's ahead of it all, but Xerxin finds the angle, and Spinks is going to collect his. Top of that, you've got the double nade into this Navi pack. Gunning towards the B bomb site yet again, and Jimmy's happy to just give them the rope.
So good.
This one looking all wrapped up. Put a bow on it. Mouz going massive with an 8-round CT side, and not a single bomb plant throughout all the rounds Mouz win. So stellar stuff from this defense, barring a couple X-Factor Navi moments. Yeah, because we go back to Inferno, when they won that pistol, we said like, oh, now they've got the chance. Like, winning pistol gave them the chance. That chance stripped away when they lost to the Force Buy. I think we're in that similar vein right here, right now. So Emet versus Brolin, and Brolin had a lot to lose with this smoke and Molotov. If he dies to that, suddenly Spinks doesn't have as much nades to bank off of, and MongolZ, distracted with that bottom mid success, is going to fall victim to Spinks' top mid play. Really nice tethering here from Mouz. They come in with an idea, they apply it to perfection, and they don't waste any time in terms of getting those kills.
And just 1 for 1, man. They do have better attacks. And, you know, like Navi, I love their mid-round, late-round situations. But when it comes to like their set plays, R-Trap on Inferno, or even this A play compared to Navi's, it's a couple extra details that Mouz will implore, keep it totally cohesive the entire time, and yet now they have more options. Like you have that lurk coming in from top mid. When they played the R-Trap on Dust 2, they made sure to have a lane player, made sure to slow it down. They really took a little extra time in these moments to fight for more space, guarantee their position, and dispel some of the randomness that can come with the game and one guy losing a fight.
And that's just on the beach. Ooh, I would not want to be Emet in this moment. 5-7 inside B site. Cat player can maybe come help. I guess the market scramble is still close enough.
It's smoked.
Yeah, he's not alone, actually.
They're out.
Players all around him. They're going to try to just still test this into the B site. We're waiting for Emet's chance, but it's bitten MongolZ with the Deagle headshots. We're right on the brink of it. 4 for 4, perhaps. Secured as yet again pistols prevail in the second round of a half. Navi looking for the CT side success story after a limited attack. Their map pick. We get this fake execute for Mouz into the A bomb site. Right now it is Alexi's MP9 alone. Insta-kill for Xerxin. He'll take a bit of damage. Sure, wonderful chance to shine. 2 shots connect, but Brolin's able to very swiftly go from that A fake into coming out top mid.
Yeah, kind of just pirouetted around and rotated, and Brolin gets another. Oh, they're getting decimated now. It's just Bit alone in a 1-on-3.
You know, Wonderful was waiting for Brolin since the beginning of that round. Jimmy is the player to add himself to the late mid play after throwing all of those A nades. But Brolin's timing still able to come through as mid was uncontested. And so just enough to maybe keep Navi thinking about the A site, but there really wasn't a lot of time between that fake A thrown by Jimmy and then the jump into this B bomb site.
Yeah.
Very quick, kind of left-right. Still concerned for what feels like the inevitable transition to this A bomb site. This could be the round it happens, and it is the round where Navi actually don't have much committed inside of the bomb site. Alexi working back from Ticket.
He did get spotted by MongolZ.
He's walking up, and you've got Emet on the stairs waiting for this right side walk up. Double peek into connector. Beautiful adjustment out of Xerxin to get at least his 1. And now all of a sudden, Wonderful finding a kill at the B bomb site.
But they're rotating.
Look at the draw the right. Seeing one player inside of the apartments made them feel like it was B yet again. And that is all they needed to get boots on the grounds of the A site. Perfectly flashed as Alexi. Trying to regain his vision, comes back to it. MongolZ gets the trade, but another peek down in through from Jimmy, and we've got a 2v2 queued up.
And how do they want to play it? Do they want to go together? They know the T's are probably together.
Deep positioning. Wonderful tiptoes in and is bested by Torzy.
This one's getting ripped away from them. Bit has to come in for the clutch.
66 health to his name. Torzy on a tear to 17 frags in this map. Tries to go for the pre-spam. Not gonna happen. Torzy collects a second in the round. And Navi have not been in the right position what feels like all half long.
They got totally schooled right there. I mean, I've never seen them get played with that much.
All while we get this jump up for MongolZ. He has to be able to deliver this round. Between him and Alexi B, there is a full-forced Mouz camp coming their way. M4 in the corner. They'll go out through the window. Bomb carrier stop. MongolZ has got his double. Alexi B's down already. Torzy's Tech 9's going to tear through, and Brolin will be able to slip through mid-window and secure Marketplace. That deep positioning from Emet and Bit at the beginning of the round just gives more time for this retake to have to get in. And Emet tries to slice that timing in half by going for the rapid cat jump. Makes it happen. Gets the nades out. But Mouz are sinking into their post plant for the win now. And as Bit is now tasked with the 1 versus 3 inside of the smoke grenades, Brolin will execute, and with this victory, Mouz will progress to the 2-0 pool and re-secure the number 3 rank in the world. yet again gorging themselves on top 10 teams.